Hi, it's Dr. Shirley from the Transform in 21 Detox program. I am so excited to be with you this evening to share the life-changing benefits of our 21-day transformative program. We've been doing this program now for over 23 years, and we've helped thousands of people transform their health spiritually, physically, emotionally, and tonight is your opportunity. So don't miss out. So sit back, enjoy the presentation, and let's go. In this video, we are going to cover some really important information. We're going to start with understanding toxicity and where toxins come from. We're also going to talk about the symptoms of toxicity. Could you be suffering? Well, we'll find out. Common detox myths and concerns. These are the things that keep people from doing a detox program. For example, detox is a scam or it's really expensive. We're going to cover all of these different myths and concerns and answer them for you. How we create success stories with our amazing program and how you could be the next success story that we get to share. And details about our specific program, as well as how you can get started right away. So let me ask you a couple important questions. First of all, do you get sick easily, or do you feel overweight? Maybe you gained a few pounds over the winter, exhausted, unable to sleep. This is a big one. Irritable. Well, maybe you do need to ask your friends and neighbors about that one. Anxious or depressed, unmotivated, having difficulty focusing, headachy or migraines. And would you like to feel better, lose weight, have more energy, improve your immunity? Now, this is a big one in today's society. Or be much healthier? Well, our goal is to help you do exactly that. We want to transform your health and your life with this program, just like we've done for thousands of other people. But I do have to start by letting you know that we are not medical doctors. We're doctors of chiropractic, and we've done nutrition now for about 23 years. And we are not treating any specific conditions or diseases. So I don't want you to join thinking we're going to get rid of a specific disease or condition that you have, because that's not what we're claiming to do. What we do is we help feed your body back to health, get your body in an optimum state where it can heal itself, and then we sit back and watch the magic. So hopefully we can help you like we've helped thousands of others. So how do we help you achieve better health? Well, our detox program targets the real issues that you have with your health. We don't just cover up symptoms. We're looking for why you're having the issue, and we try to get you healthy by decreasing the effects of stress on your body and feeding you back to health, not just focused on the symptoms. So what exactly is toxicity? Well, it's a state where the body is overburdened with chemicals, heavy metals, and other compounds that cause damage to the body. Where do these toxins come from? Well, these are the sources. Natural processes in the body. So as your body is doing certain things, there are actually toxins that are produced within it, and your body has to be able to eliminate those. The environment, water, food, cleaning products, there's tons of that now, especially in a post-COVID world. We're having a lot more cleaning products to try to kill those germs, and other sources like cosmetics, dental fillings, etc. So what exactly are the symptoms of toxicity, or how could you know if you're experiencing toxicity yourself? So the symptoms include anxiety. Now, obviously, there's certain types of anxiety where you have a situation in your life that's creating that anxiety. But with this, we're talking about maybe you're getting an exaggerated amount of anxiety compared to the situation. Now, sometimes there's a natural amount of anxiety that you should experience, from a situation, but maybe that's exaggerated. Or maybe there's not even a situation in your life that really warrants the anxiety, but you just feel very anxious. That could be a symptom of toxicity. Same thing with depression. Again, there's natural amounts if you have an awful life situation, but we're talking about, just unhealthy amounts or having that for no reason. And you're just like, why am I feeling this way? Life is awesome. I feel blessed, but I'm depressed. I don't understand it. It could be something that's actually wrong inside your body. Irritability. Now, you may want to ask your neighbors and friends about that if you're not sure if you're irritable. Fatigue. Okay, again, at the end of the night, when it's time for bed, you should be tired. But we're talking about fatigue middle of the day, maybe even you wake up tired, or you exert yourself a little bit and you're exhausted. That's not normal, guys. Pain and inflammation. Toxicity causes a lot of this. And that's one of the biggest things that people report improving when they detox their bodies. Sleep difficulties. If you've ever had trouble sleeping, it is the worst thing ever. And when people do this detox program, one of the most common things that they report is improved sleep. They sleep more soundly, they sleep through the night, they can fall asleep better, wake up feeling more rested. It's a beautiful thing. Vision difficulties. Sometimes you'll notice that your eyesight's just not as good as it used to be. Hormonal issues, infertility, menstrual cycle issues, and even male issues can occur from toxicity. Hot flashes, this is very common. Feeling cold when you shouldn't be. Weight gain or weight loss resistance, a very, very common thing when you're toxic. Headaches or migraines, skin issues, eczema, acne, itching or rashes. Again, we mentioned earlier, female issues. You could crash maybe in the early afternoon around 3 o'clock. Foul breath or a metallic taste in your mouth where you just can't figure out where that's coming from. Acid reflux, constipation, diarrhea, poor immunity. And really there are a lot of other symptoms as well, but those are the most common symptoms. So, could toxicity be holding you back from achieving your weight loss goals or your health goals? Absolutely. But to know for sure, go to transformin21detox.com and do a free toxicity assessment, and we will email you the results instantly, and you'll know according to your number whether this is something you could be suffering from. All right, so if you zoned out, zone back in right now because we're going to go through one of the most important parts of this entire presentation, the common concerns and myths about detox. There are a lot of myths out there, things that are not true, that people have just assumed about detox, and we're going to address them right now. Okay. First of all, is detox safe? This is a fantastic question and is absolutely a question you should ask, and you shouldn't feel guilty for asking that question. Detox is safe when you do it the right way. There are programs out there that are not safe. I will give it to you. However, we have done this program now with thousands and thousands of people over 23 years, and every single year, once or twice a year, I personally, along with my husband and my girls, we do this program together as a family. And almost everyone in my entire family has done this program throughout their lives. If we didn't think it was safe, we would not do it. And because this is a company that we work with, it's called Standard Process, they have been around for over 100 years. And so I think, just the fact that they've been around that long shows that it's tested and true. And so yes, absolutely, this detox program is 100% safe, and we're going to go through some possible concerns like medical drug interactions, things like that, to make sure that it definitely will be safe for you. But absolutely, it is safe. The results will not last. Okay, so there is some truth to this. And now, don't check out. Let me explain. So if you clean your house, how long is it going to stay clean for? Is it going to stay clean forever? Most likely not. So if you have family that's really helpful and they pick up continually, that's great. It's going to last longer. Okay, that's similar to a detox program. So for example, if you detox and you make sure that you're afterward you're doing a lot of really good things, you're exercising, drinking lots of water, eating healthy, then your results are going to last longer. If you go right back to your old lifestyle, after maybe 6 months to a year, you're going to start to not feel well again. So detox is not a one-time thing that you do and it's done forever. It's something that you need to revisit. Your health is something you have to focus on daily. And so with detox, we recommend once or twice a year just to kind of keep yourself free from those toxins that basically come from the environment. So even if you're doing everything perfectly, you're still going to end up toxic because of the environment we live in. It's getting worse and worse, unfortunately. So the results won't last permanently, but they will last a long time and you will feel a lot better doing it. It's too expensive. So I'm not going to argue with you over cost because I think that cost is relative to each person. What someone thinks is expensive, someone else thinks is cheap. So I'm really not going to get into a major discussion about that because I've had people say to me, oh my gosh, it's that cheap? And then I've had people say, oh wow, I don't think I can afford that. All right. So really, you're going to have people looking at it from both ends of the spectrum. What I will say though is that by doing this program, you are going to feel so much better. You can work so much more. You'll be able to pay for the program because you're able to go out, do your job, maybe pick up a couple extra jobs if you need to, and you're going to have the energy to do what you want to do and actually live life even more importantly. Because you know what, guys, what's money if you can't do something with it? If you feel like garbage all the time, it's nothing. Just accumulating money in your bank account doesn't do anything for you if you hate your life and you feel awful. So just some food for thought as far as the cost is concerned. My grocery bill will increase. Well, this is, again, it's kind of a relative thing. It really depends on what you're eating right now. If you're eating out all the time, you'll probably save money because you're not going to be eating out as much. Now, if you eat boxed macaroni and cheese, that used to be 89 cents and now is probably $4 a box because of inflation, all right, well, then you may have a cheaper grocery bill than someone who eats organic all the time. So the bottom line is, you are going to be eating healthier. Maybe your grocery bill will go up a little bit if you're not used to eating healthy foods. But again, it's the type of thing, it's going to pay you back. You either pay now and make yourself healthy or you pay later by being really sick. So the choice is yours. I will hate the food. I hear this all the time, and it's so far from the truth, I can't even believe it. Most people that think they're going to hate the food, when they get into it, they actually are like, wow, I'm surprised. There's a lot of great recipes and things that really made it enjoyable, and they're really shocked. So what we do is we give you a lot of recipes. We even include things like dessert recipes, like avocado brownies. Now, that's not meant to be had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's only meant to have maybe once or twice a week to just kind of give you that little treaty feel, okay? But it is something that really helps you to get through. It gives you that feeling of cheating and it just gives you something yummy to experience. But we give you tons of recipes, and most people find the food is actually amazing. I will be hungry all the time. If I had to pick one, this is the biggest concern that everybody brings up. I'm going to be starving, especially people that do physical labor. They think, oh my gosh, I could never do this program because I'm going to be starving all the time and I need to have calories. It is so far from the truth, it's ridiculous. The bottom line is most people have a hard time eating the foods that we ask you to because you get so full, and they really have to focus on making sure that they get in, their extra shake in the afternoon and a meal in the evening because they just feel satisfied. When you're eating healthy foods, you feel satisfied quicker and you're not constantly hungry, and that's why you're really not going to be hungry on this program unless you're doing something wrong. I can't give up coffee, sugar, etc. Well, let's face it, there are people that are 100% addicted to something, and I'm not going to argue that. However, most people, once they start eating better, their cravings for these things actually go away because they're actually deficiencies that are making you crave these things. And you think you're craving sugar, you're really craving potassium or something like that. And so the bottom line is most people, once they get about day 3 or 4 of the program, they don't even crave these foods anymore. If you truly are addicted to something and you still want to do something positive, reach out to us. We'll help customize your program. You may not get the full results if we have to, still keep coffee in or still keep sugar in, but you're going to get a lot of the results, and you're going to definitely feel better. And hopefully the next time you'll do it, 100% and get even better results. So definitely don't keep it from, don't allow it to keep you from doing the program for sure. I have dietary restrictions. So if you're gluten sensitive, if you have celiac, if you have dairy sensitivity, whatever it is, we can work around it. First of all, this program is by nature 100% gluten-free, so you don't have to worry about that. The shake does have whey in it. However, there is an alternative. You can ask for the dairy-free version, and then it will be 100% dairy-free. If there's any other, concerns you have, sensitivities, allergies, reach out and we can let you know. I will feel sick for the entire 21 days. So besides I'm going to be hungry all the time, this is probably the second most common, is I'm going to feel sick for the entire time, and I don't want to do that. This is 100% not correct. I'm telling you that right now. So get that out of your mind. Worst case scenario, and I'm talking absolute worst case scenario, if you're going to feel sick at all, most likely you are going to feel it for at the most maybe 3 days. If you're really bad, maybe 4. And we're not talking awful the whole time. It's just usually headaches and feeling tired. But guys, you feel like garbage right now anyway. What is the difference? You know that there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. So just do it. Don't try to talk yourself out of it constantly. You are not going to be sick. By the end of the first week, you're going to feel much better. By the second week, you're not even going to recognize yourself. All right, I'm on medications, including diabetes medication or high blood pressure. Whatever the medication is that you're on, what's going to happen is once you sign up for the program, we're going to send you a list of the ingredients that are in the product that has a very, a possible concern. The truth is, most people never have an issue. We've done this with people on multiple blood pressure meds. We've done it with people with diabetes medications, depression medications, but it depends on the situation. If you are taking a drug that without it you will die, you cannot do this program, because this will pull a little bit of that out of your system. Now, with things like high blood pressure, most people typically don't have an issue because most people are toxic because their blood pressure is high anyway, and this actually assists with that. And as long as you're watching your blood pressure and it's not dropping too quickly, you should most likely be fine. You may have to talk to your doctor about lowering some of your medication, but that's not that big of a deal. But again, you really have to check with your pharmacist or do some research online yourself to see if there's any interactions. Because we're not medical doctors, we can't advise on that, but I can just tell you almost everybody we work with is on some type of medication. Now, if you're on like an anti-rejection medication for an organ transplant or something like that, you would absolutely not be allowed to do this. If there's like, say, a depression medication where, like, say you have like very, very severe issues and, you'll become massively suicidal if you miss a dose or something. Okay, that might be an issue as well. Or heart medications where without it you'll die. But there's very, very few interactions that we've seen, throughout 23 years, but that is your responsibility to check. If you get the kit and you realize you can't do it for some reason, we would refund you 100%, no questions asked. Okay, I don't need to lose weight, so I don't want to do this because I'll lose even more weight and I'm too thin already. Not an issue. Have any of you seen my husband, Dr. Joe? This guy is in awesome shape, has like almost no body fat, and he detoxes 1 to 2 times per year. So it's just a matter of making sure you're getting in enough good fat, you're getting in your calories, and you're not skimping on the food, and you will be totally fine, I promise you. Can I detox without the supplements? And that's a really great question. Well, the answer is kind of, sort of, but you're not going to get the full effect. So anything that you're going to do positive for your body is going to be great. So for example, if you just stop eating processed foods, your body will detox a little bit. But if you just try to detox based on your diet, it's going to take years versus 21 days. And what the product does is it actually helps to increase the ability to eliminate these toxins, and it makes sure that you have the nutrients that you need to counteract the toxins that are coming out. And that's a huge thing. And that's why some of these detox programs are not healthy, because they detox you, but they don't rebuild you. And with our program, it actually rebuilds your body from the detox, making sure you're getting the nutrients that you need. And that's why it's as life life-changing as it is. So the answer is yes, but it's going to take you forever and ever to get that detox process completed. I'm never home. I travel a lot for work. Can I still do it? Well, absolutely. And I'll be honest, this does make it more challenging. I'm not going to lie. But nowadays, with all of the healthier restaurants that are available, Core Eatery is probably one of the best ones. Panera has some better options as compared to, say, McDonald's and things like that. But there's really a lot of places that make it easy for you to eat healthy. So really, this should not be an issue. You can bring food with you. It just takes planning, guys. You just have to think ahead. And so if you want to use this as an excuse, it's an easy excuse to use. But the truth is, it really should not inhibit you from doing this program successfully. I can't succeed. I don't have the support system. Well, again, this is one of those that is a challenging situation, but that is why you have us. And that's why we've actually created this entire program and made the support system so amazing, because we get that you may not have a strong marriage. Maybe your spouse is not going to be supportive of you. Maybe your kids drive you nuts because they're so picky and they refuse to eat healthy foods. But we're going to help you navigate these issues. We're going to give you the support that you need. So even if you have none at home, it's going to be very, very helpful because you've got us, and that's all you need. All right, so creating success stories. So how do we go about creating success stories? Well, let's talk about that. First of all, we connect you to your why. What does that mean, your why? Well, your why is your reason for doing something, okay? It's really the driving force behind your reasoning for wanting to accomplish something. So for example, a really strong why that we hear a lot for this program is I want to stay alive and be able to enjoy my grandkids. So I need to live a long time and I have to have energy. And I think that's an amazing why, you know, and if you take a picture of your grandkids and put it up on the mirror and focus on that, it's going to feel amazing and you're going to be very driven to really be there for them. And so that's why a lot of people really knock this program out of the park, because we really try to get you to focus on that and we remind you why you're doing it, because you can do anything with a strong enough why. Our supportive community of experienced detox coaches, past and present participants, are there for you all the time, okay? Now, maybe not quite 24/7 because we all do sleep a little bit, but we're pretty much there the whole time for you. Weekends, nights, we're there to answer questions, to support you. It really is a fantastic supportive community. We have a quality virtual platform with helpful tools. The tools that we have are amazing. Recipes, frequently asked questions, instructive videos, videos about issues that you could run into and what the solutions are. We have meal plans, we have shake recipes, you name it, we've got it, and it's very, very helpful. We have a well-developed plan and easy to follow guidelines. So we lay it out for you guys so there's no questions. Okay, day 1, this is what you do. Day 2, this is what you do. It's all in a checklist form. So you can check, 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 and you know that you're doing everything you need to do. And most importantly, our 23-year record of success. We've done this program with Standard Process for almost as long as the program's been around, so we know what we're doing and we will hold your hand through the whole thing. But don't just take our word for it. Let's see what other people have to say about it, and there are a lot of other videos online.
Hi, my name is Ann and I participated in Detox with the Docs, and my blood pressure went down so much that I had to go off on a medication. Yes!
Hi, I'm Don. I lost 85 pounds with Detox with the Docs over 18 months, and very happy I did it.
Wow, so that was amazing. Thank you guys for sharing those wonderful testimonials, and we're really proud of you. And hopefully, those of you that are watching, you'll be the next testimonial, and we look forward to that. So let's talk about the Transform in 21 program details. So what exactly is the program? It's a 21-day supervised program that supports and enhances the body's natural elimination of toxins by eating a variety of foods, including vegetables, fruits, yogurt, which is optional. You don't have to have dairy. Lean meats, they're also optional. So if you're vegetarian or vegan, this is totally a great program for you. and taking specific whole food supplements that will support and speed up your body's natural ability to detox and pull all those poisons out of your system. So we have an individual program, which you can start anytime. We do this all year round, every single day of the year. But we also have group programs that we do 3 times a year. Basically, the way that this works is you all do it together as a group. We start on a day, we end on a day. If you need to be flexible, with your start or stop date, that's fine. Usually if you start within a week of everybody else, you're good to go. But there's a lot of benefits of the group program, which we'll definitely get into. But we do offer them 3 times a year. We have one in January. That's a very popular one. We have one right before bathing suit season, and we have one right after the summer, because most people after the summer, they've eaten a bunch of junk because they've gone on vacation and stuff, and that's a great time to detox. And like I said, we recommend 1 or 2 times a year depending on your situation and your toxicity load. So it's a healthy and easy to follow program that helps to create amazing new habits. And that's one of the major benefits, is because you're doing it for 21 days, it really helps you to create better habits. There are programs that do it 10 days, there's week-long days, and there's even where people recommend 1 day a week doing something. A lot of these really don't work as well as you'd like because they're not creating new habits. If you get done with 21 days and you go back to eating garbage exactly the same way and you change nothing, pretty soon you're going to be sick again. The goal is to get you implementing some new, healthier changes that will push your health in the right direction. It includes food form supplementation versus vitamin isolates. So a vitamin isolate is, for example, say vitamin C. Most people say ascorbic acid is vitamin C, but it's really not. It's only one part of the vitamin C complex. And so what we do in our products is we have a whole food supplement. So we take the entire vitamin C complex, the entire B complex, and they are put into these products. And then you don't end up deficient long term, because if you do these isolates very long, you become deficient in other parts of that complex. So it's important to have the entire complex in the products you're consuming. It also detoxes and rebuilds. I alluded to that earlier, but basically you need to rebuild the body from the detox process. Detox is a stressor. It's a good stress, but it is still stressful on your body. And you have to rebuild the body after the detox process. So the first week is the intense detox. The last 2 weeks, you're basically rebuilding your body from that detox. And that's what sets this program aside from a lot of others, because of the fact that they really don't rebuild the body. They just stir up all these toxins and let them float around. We make sure the body's actually eliminating them. And it supports all of the detox organs. A lot of these programs, it's just a liver cleanse, it's just a kidney cleanse or whatever, a colon cleanse. But this does all of the detox organs, again, is what sets it aside from other programs. You can eat as much as you want of certain foods. That's a beautiful thing. Like I said, most people, they're like, do I have to eat more? Okay, because you're actually satisfied. So what's included in the program? Well, we have a very detailed program guide. My staff has done an amazing job at this, lays it out nice and simple, because people get really overwhelmed if you don't lay it out really simply. And it's always a touch overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. Any change is a little overwhelming, but we have taken as much of the overwhelm out by making it clear, concise. We have checklists, all those fun things. Training videos and frequently asked questions and answers. We give you a lot of education on healthy eating so you can implement that in your long-term, healthcare program that you put yourself on. It's a great way to really make those permanent changes by implementing these things that we're teaching. And then you're going to continue pushing your health in the right direction. And we give you education on weight loss and sustaining a healthy lifestyle, whole food supplementation, healthy meal recipes, daily shake recipes, permissible desserts, and sample eating plans. Again, to make it very simple. Incredible support system, daily access to experienced coaches, and access to exclusive Facebook group of past and present detoxers. This is one of the most exciting parts of the group program is where you can interact with past and present detoxers that are super supportive, and these people are amazing. By the end of this, you're going to be like, oh, I want to maintain friendship with these people because they're amazing. I've had people become really good friends through this. It's awesome, and it's people from across the country. So it's a wonderful experience. That's why we really encourage the group program versus the individual. But again, that's up to you. Now, we also provide a daily inspirational guide. We have a self-improvement version, and we have a faith-based version. You are welcome to do one of these, none of these, both of these, whatever works. We highly recommend, if you're okay with it, doing both because they're not close at all. They're actually very different. And again, it is from a Christian perspective, so just to let you know, if that bothers you, then you just skip it. But basically, it really gives a lot of inspirational quotes, Bible verses, etc., to really help you get through this program and try to make positive changes in your life. Now, if you're just going with the self-improvement portion, we did bring in information from Tony Robbins, from John Maxwell, from all different kinds of self-help people that, have helped millions of people to transform their lives. And like I said, my recommendation is doing both if you're able to. But again, we're not going to force a belief system on you. That's really up to you whether you want to do the faith-based version or not. We also provide free exercise classes, which are great. But again, these are ones that are local. If you're working with another practitioner, you'll have to see if they have any connections to get you classes there. So our group programs include all of the previous that we talked about, but also you'll get daily email reminders, printable detox schedule, a daily reminder, and community engagement in the closed Facebook group. That's nice because we put reminders and we say, oh, don't forget you're supposed to be doing this today and this today. And so that's really nice when you're active on the Facebook page. And we also have prizes and special recognition during a live end of the detox celebration on Facebook. Now, if you're a private person and you're like, oh, I don't want to be acknowledged on Facebook, that's fine. Let us know toward the end of the program. We will not do that. We don't want to embarrass you. But guys, if you put all this hard work in and you really kicked butt, why not be acknowledged? It's a beautiful thing. So not a bad thing. Okay, so we also have some additional add-on services that you can add in that don't come with the basic program, but you can certainly add them in. And they're not available with all practitioners, so you'll have to check if your local practitioner has these available. But one of them is the Ion Cleanse Detoxification Sessions. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Colon hydrotherapy and infrared sauna sessions. And I want to let you know that we are very heavily involved in an organization called Samaritan's Purse. This is an amazing organization that does a lot of things, but one of the things that we are most excited about is they help to provide clean drinking water for people in third world countries. Guys, we take for granted the fact that we can turn on our faucet and get fresh tap water, and we're not going to get sick and die from it. But there are people across the country that die all the time from disgusting, parasitic water. We actually had a sponsored child that we were sponsoring for a few years, and she died from exactly that. And we were sponsoring her, and it's a sad thing. But the bottom line is, we feel very called to try to support this organization. Our goal is to raise over $50,000 for this organization. We are definitely coming along, but we have a long way to go. So if you can help us, we would certainly appreciate that. So definitely what we do is we take a little bit of each of our detox programs and we donate that to this organization. So by detoxing, you can be supporting that as well. All right, so now we're going to go through a typical day on the program and see what that looks like. First of all, you're going to wake up, enjoy your abundant energy, because after about maybe 5 or 6 days, you should start having abundant energy. It's a beautiful thing. You're going to want to read your brief daily email that we're going to send you, which includes the inspirational guide. And again, guys, if you have like a crazy morning and you're not able to do it, you can do it at lunch. You can do it at the end of the day. But it's nice because it tells you what you have to do today. So if you can fit it in the morning, it makes a lot more sense to do that. So then it's breakfast time. Make your shake. Just add water or get your blender out depending on which program you choose. If you're intermittent fasting, then wait until the appropriate time for eating. And we'll talk about that more in the training video that we'll do. You'll take your first dose of whole food supplements with your shake. And this is optional, but you can have an additional breakfast like yogurt. If you get to the point where you can have eggs, you could have eggs or an omelet, depending, again, what day you're on in the program. But you don't have to add that stuff if you don't want to. Move for 20 to 30 minutes, 4 to 5 times per week if you're physically able. Moving is so important because it stimulates the release of toxins from your body. So you do need to be active, guys, and that's why we offer these free exercise classes to assist you with that. Okay, lunchtime. So we have the second dose of supplements that you're going to take. Have a lunch meal, like a big salad, a veggie stir fry. You can add animal-based protein when the time is appropriate. Mid-afternoon, you're going to do a second shake. And dinner time, you're going to have your dinner supplements. You're going to have a meal of some sort. I really like the Southwestern spaghetti squash. That's one of my favorite things. You can add some soup, or you can have a meat and a vegetable. That's allowable on the program. You know, again, depending where you're at in the program. And then you're going to want to read any program emails, follow us on social media for encouragement, support, and important information. And so later on in the evening when you're relaxing, that's a great time to do that. Then just experience your best night of sleep ever. I'm telling you, when people detox, most people have the most amazing sleep. If you start to notice your sleep is getting worse, that once in a while happens, but we have a solution. You just have to let us know and it'll be fixed very quickly. All right, so general guidelines for having a successful program. Let's get into that. So, lots of vegetables, okay? The more the merrier. Some fruit if you want it, you don't have to have it. For weight loss, you're going to try to avoid grains, even though small amounts of certain grains are allowed, like brown rice, but you really want to try to avoid those if you're trying to lose weight, and pseudo grains are preferred over the allowable grains. After the first few days, when your body asks for it, you can start to add more protein. You're going to start by adding fish, chicken, turkey, venison, those types of things, but we're going to train you on that, so don't worry about it. And you'd have to move frequently because you're stimulating the release of those toxins from your body. So how exactly does the ion cleanse work? Well, basically what you're doing is you're sitting and you're putting your feet into water that has a machine attached to it that puts charged particles into the water. And basically these ions create a drawing effect. It's kind of like magnets. It's actually pulling toxins through your skin. Now we put the feet in because that's the least gross way to do it. You could put your hands in. Heck, you could even put your face in, but you'd probably drown in the process, so I don't recommend that. But the bottom line is skin. Any kind of skin can go in there. The feet, that's the easiest way to do it. And what it does is it opens up the pores and helps to pull these toxins through. And therefore, if you do this, you're less likely to have some of those detox symptoms that you could possibly have. And so that's how that works. And in our office, we offer this. You just have to check with your practitioner to see if they do. Okay, so what are the program requirements? First of all, you must check yourself for potential drug interactions. That's 100% your responsibility. We're not medical doctors. We can't educate you on that. So you need to check with your pharmacist or check online. The pharmacist is the professional when it comes to drug interactions. They are the best people to ask. You could also go on something like drugs.com, WebMD. Some of these programs offer that as well. You must be 18 years or older to participate in the prize portion of this program. Now, it doesn't mean that children can't participate, but you will have to sign releases for that. But in order for them to win one of the like the Detox King or the Queen or the second and third place awards or any of those, you have to be 18 years old to be able to do that. So getting started. If you're ready to feel better, feel stronger, be happier, healthier, live longer possibly, improve your quality of life, do something that actually works for once, if you're ready to succeed, then this program is definitely for you. All right, so one of the best ways to succeed is to do it with family and friends. So if you know some family and friends that are discouraged about their weight, they're exhausted all the time, maybe they're battling mood swings, or they're depressed, or facing a scary diagnosis, needing to extend or improve their life, or maybe they just need to be more mentally present. When you're not feeling well, you are not mentally present, that's for sure. Then encourage them to join this program. Guys, send them a text right now and say, please, I love you. Do this program with me. I want you to feel well. While I improve my health, we can do this together. Text them right now. Encourage them. It could be the best gift you've ever given them. Okay, so keep in mind, guys, this is a national event. You can't sign up with your practitioner. You have to go to the website to do it. So how do you do that? Basically, go to transformin21, the number 21, detox.com to sign up. Again, it's transformin21detox.com. Find the navigation menu, the little sandwich over in the corner, and go to that. Click on it. But keep in mind, guys, this sign-up process is like 1,000,000% easier on a computer. Don't try to do it on your phone or your tablet. It's a lot more complicated, and sometimes people get really frustrated. So just please try to do it on a laptop or a desktop. Go to the sign-up page, so you see it right up there in the navigation menu. Then scroll down and find the different detox options. You're going to choose which option you want, but keep in mind, if you're not a local person in our area or doing it under us, you have a different practitioner in a different area, you need to choose the basic detox package. That's very important. If you are not in our area, you must choose the basic detox package. The packages start at $269, and that includes everything that you could need minus your food. Use your practitioner's promo code to save $20 off. That's important. After choosing a package, you have to choose your flavor for the shake. There is regular, which has basically no taste, so you have to add like fruit and things that make it taste good. Or you can make an upgrade option to chocolate or vanilla. Now with this, you don't have to get your blender out, so it's really nice, and you basically just add water. After choosing that flavor, you're going to go to purchase right down there. This will take you to the required intake form. You have to fill this out. It's medical information that we just need to know. It's going to help us to guide you through your program more successfully. And be prepared to have your medicine list on hand to put those in. Then click purchase again, and we will send you a confirmation email. If you're unsure if your order went through, just let us know. But if you don't see that it was confirmed, then just reach out and we'll let you know how if it went through okay. So we have some very important homework for you, and I want you to take this very seriously. I want you to figure out what your why is. So let's talk about what a why is. A why is something that's going to really focus you, and it's going to motivate you to make the changes that you need to change in your life. It's not easy making changes, guys, but if you have a strong enough why or a strong enough reason, then you can do anything. But it takes a strong reason. It's got to be something emotional and something that is really driving you. So maybe you want to be around to see your grandkids grow up, or you want to actually meet your grandkids, or maybe you want to see your children get married. Something emotional and awesome. Maybe it's a business goal that you want to achieve, or a spiritual goal, or something like that. But it has to have emotion in order for it to actually drive you. So what is your most powerful motivation? And then what we want you to do is write it down, maybe like on a little sticky note. Put it on your mirror in your bathroom so you see it every single day, and focus on that, and that will get you through. Less toxicity equals more you. More focus for work, more time with family, more laughter, more purpose, more living, more self-confidence, more fulfillment, more happiness, more memories, and more you. Sign up on Transformin21 Detox right now, and it will drastically change your life. This will be the best decision you've ever made, so go right now, transformin21detox.com to sign up, and life will never be the same again. Thank you for watching.